here's a good one. After losing the Super Bowl, remember I think on my show someone's gonna win the Super Bowl. You can do that all you want. That's still no. I'm team light skinned quarterback. So I rock with Mahomes. The lighter the quarterback is, whoever got light skinned quarterback.
So you like mixed quarterbacks.
I sure do.
Okay.
I like winners. Okay. Okay. Not unfortunately not like you. Loser.
You know what? It was a really fun game to watch.
Was it really for you?
It was fun.
Okay, good.
It was a fun game.
Okay.
I like good games.
Okay.
I still had on my 49er
Of course you would.
sweatshirt
I know
with
that's
the
right.
signatures.
Pride.
Boo, what?
As you're going down, blah, 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 blah.
It's okay.
Here's the question. One of your former husbands, he played football, right?
One of my former
I'm sorry.
husbands?
My bad. Your former husband?
No, my husband.
Oh, okay, now.
He used to play
he used to
football.
play football. The question I'm saying, now Russell Wilson's going to another team, and so Sierra got to move with him.
Okay.
He got a lot of money. How do y'all feel like, is you mentally know, like, I'm with my husband, I don't know where I'm going to be living at. You really signed up for that? Or would you say, I'm going to stay in Atlanta. If you get traded somewhere else, you can play there, and I'll come visit you, and you come back at home. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to move. He sold his house
so
and shit.
good. That's a good question because one of the questions on my thing, which came from my beautiful manager, LaRonda Sutton, was
So we're going to skip my shit.
no. I'm gonna bring it back to yours
Okay,
because
shit. I come with these questions like, damn yours. I got one similar. All right, then. Let's go ahead with you. It's all about you. It's about to be the Terry J. Vaughn podcast in a second.
totally
Shit.
with the Terry J. Vaughn podcast with Pierre.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, shit. Sometimes. Sometimes.
With
Shit.
Pierre, sometimes. I love that title. You guys can vote on that.
Right.
We'll take it. So in Columbus, Georgia, they're offering to give people $7,400 if they would move to Columbus, Georgia. So obviously for me, I'm not moving nowhere for $7,400.
Right.
But what would you move for? So if your husband playing football and he's offered it in general,
I have a husband. Okay. My wife.
Okay.
Well, I get it. Go ahead. No. Pause.
Breadwinner.
Okay, there you go. I like that.
Their job is moving them to another location. I think it just depends. You have kids that are already set in school. Where are they in school? I think you make the decision based on that more on the whole family dynamic rather than just the individual dynamic. But let me say this. So when I did meet my husband, he was retired from football. I was living in LA.
Right.
He was living here in Georgia.
Right.
I had a 2-bedroom cute condo in LA.
Okay.
He had a 5-bedroom house here in Georgia.
Right.
And when we decided we were going to be together, we were debating, should he move to LA or
2-bedroom for 5-bedroom? We don't do that.
I mean, well, we were probably going to have to find a new house eventually somewhere, but that's California prices as opposed to Georgia.
Right.
And so in the end, I decided to move to Georgia. I felt like it would be best for our family dynamic. Mm-hmm. Everybody, all my peers, you're going to fuck up your career. You're going to mess it up. You're going to miss out on this and that. But I didn't make my decision based on career. I made my decision based on my family dynamic. So I feel like that's what you have to take in perspective.
Well, hold on.
If it makes sense.
Right. You had only one son at the time, right?
I had a son from my previous marriage,
right.
yes.
And he didn't, whatever. I don't know what the situation was. So
yeah, don't get into all that because it was,
right.
It was,
so you moved in
knowing
that you were going to have a family with him. You wanted kids with him. And
we already had our first son too.
Oh.
When I was living in LA, and
so
we decided to give it. So we were bi-coastal first.
Okay.
So
cohabitating bi-coastal.
We were cohabitating bi-coastal.
Go ahead, Drea, Vaughn.
And when I got pregnant, we actually drove to Vegas and got married.
Damn.
Yep. From my condo in, I would say our condo, because at that time we had got married.
This is before the birth of the child.
Yep, I was pregnant.
Is it because you didn't want a bastard? You know how they say that kind of stuff.
I know, and you know what? Because I told him when we got together, I was like, I don't want to get married again. I was like, I have no desire to get married. We can be together. I do want to have more kids, but I don't want to get married again because I didn't like divorcing.
Right.
And I was basing it on that. And I was like, yeah, fuck that. I'd rather not get married.
Right.
Let's just be together.
I have a couple of comedian friends who aren't doing as well. You know, they're doing okay, but their wives make big money. You know what I'm saying? Over hundreds of thousands, whatever. And I see them, you know, they'll move because, you know, her job takes them somewhere else. And that makes sense because they ain't making, you know, and a comic could be anywhere.
Right.
Even though the comics want to be, let's say, in Atlanta or Hollywood or New York. But if the wife goes get a good job in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and this nigga in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Going.
Right.
Right.
So that I understand more because that job, you don't know how long that job could be a long time.
Right.
But sports isn't. You know what I'm saying? When you start getting traded, your ass ain't staying with those teams too long. It's a 2-year, maybe 3-year.
Got ya.
So I can see a woman not following her man because she's like, I don't know how long you're going to be over here for the Tulsa Gazette, whatever team, you know, Wolverines. You know,
The Wolverine team.
You know, we got a nice house here in Atlanta.
Right.
Would you have done that if your man was in sports and he's like, you know, you got your kids, they're in school, and he getting traded somewhere else?
I think that I would keep the home base stable.
Okay.
To me, that's important. Keep the home base stable. We all go, I mean, in our business, I'm traveling for work all the time. I got to go away in a couple of weeks for 3 weeks.
Right.
We travel all the time. I'm not uprooting and moving the home base because I got a gig for a certain amount of time.
Right. But if your husband, because here's, you know, we're just talking.
We're
Sierra's
just talking.
moving left and right because he's making, he making $40 million a year.
Yeah.
So they
That's
selling the
a
house and they move to another. So if your man made that kind of money, you would still uproot your family?
If it makes sense. It got to make sense.
But it's only
Pierre.
making dollars. We're talking about, it's still a
Dollars make sense, fool.
Oh, hell no. So
Dollars do make sense. If
I
the
thought about
dollars are
family. I thought
making
about
sense,
family
then
and staying not uprooting.
How old are their kids?
Oh, I don't know that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are they in middle school? Like, that's a hard age to move your kids. I may not do that. I might let them finish out.
You know how old Sarah's kids are? 8.
See?
So yeah.
No, we can move.
Really?
8? They ain't even made deep childhood friends yet. Yeah, we can move.
Wow. Okay. All right.
If it
All
makes sense, it's gonna make it worth it for them.
I feel you.
Turn me up a little bit.
If you like that clip, hit the subscribe button or the notification bell. In fact, why don't you hit both of them?